Okay, I just want to share some initial thoughts about the Mr. situation and follow up on my previous video about Groovy Mr. So, but the first thing I want to do is I want to provide some praise for Sakis here, because this is the guy who made Groovy Mr. And I just want to highlight this because this is basically the rarest thing you'll ever see on the fucking planet. On the Arcade Controls forum, somebody said, "Sir, where is your Patreon link? I want to give you money. Sir, good sir, I want to give you money." And look at his response. "I appreciate the gesture, but I do this with no interest other than enjoying the best experience for everyone." That is the best fucking sentence anybody has written on the internet in at least 2024, possibly the past 5 years. That is fucking solid gold right there. And for as much shit as people give me for being negative about things and dumping on people, here's the thing. Maybe I wouldn't be dumping on people so often if they weren't money-grubbing cocksuckers who are constantly trying to scam people. If somebody is actually cool and delivers the goods and isn't a sleaze, I will sing their praises from the high fucking heavens. But it doesn't happen that often. Most people seem to be fucking scumbags. Sorry, what do you want from me? I'm just gonna fucking tell it how I see it. But this is fucking beautiful right here. This is exactly the shit that I want to see. And if there was more of this, the world would be a far better fucking place. But on the topic of sleaze and scumbags, let's switch over. Let's get down back in the muck again. This retro RGB cocksucker. So, of course, big shocker, like I, unfortunately, like I predicted, none of these fucking shills are saying anything about Groovy Mr. What a shocker, I didn't see that coming. It's almost like Groovy Mr. coming out at the same time a $700 scaler for Mr.'s released is kind of a little conflict, and we're not sure what to do about it. It's almost like that kind of made us uncomfortable, and we don't know what to do. Oh, man. So, this Bob cocksucker, retro RGB, I mean... Here's the funny. Let me tell you a little funny story about this guy. So, he does a lot of like interviews with people that are in the retro gaming stuff, and but basically, one time he reached out to me, about Big Blue Front End, and he wanted to interview me, and I basically ignored him. But the funny thing is, this guy, like, basically, it's so fucking hilarious how deeply it cut him, because he basically is just completely blackballed me and refuses to even respond to any communication I'll send him now. If I do actually want to actually ask questions like what the fuck are you doing shilling all this crap? He just ignores everything I say, and he tells everybody that I'm pure evil. And you know why? Because on one of his videos, he was interviewing somebody, and he had his fucking webcam just like parked, a nanometer away from his fucking face, and this fucking pig, this goddamn slob, he doesn't fucking shave. He looks like, I mean he looks like basically like an overweight Nikola Jokic. He kind of like that, just like a just kind of slobby asshole. But in any case, I posted a comment on YouTube, something like, "Jesus Christ, man, can you pull back the camera a little bit? Because we're here to learn stuff about emulation, not look at your fucking beard stubble in IMAX, okay? Like, I don't want to see your patchy fucking beard stubble in IMAX." And I guess this basically just cut him to the fucking core so deeply that he won't acknowledge my existence anymore. Sorry, buddy, I can't help it that you're a fucking snowflake, but the truth is, nobody wants to see your fucking IMAX beard stubble. Get over it. And this guy, he's fucking shilling this piece of shit retro tink, scaler, right? And it's a $700 fucking 4K scaler. And this just goes back to, what the problem is? The Mr. is already an outdated piece of shit. It can only output at 1080p 60 hertz. So it's already obsolete if you're going to output to a modern display. And I just think it's so fucking hilarious. $700 for a fucking scaler? Is that a goddamn joke? I mean, you could buy a fat modern video card for that. Why would you do this? And so here's my endorsement of this hardware. You know what I think they should have called it? They should have called it the Retro Twink. Because that's what you fucking are if you spend $700 on a goddamn Mr. Scaler. I mean, if you spend $700 on a piece of shit like this, you might as well just give it up, go on to Amazon, order some knee pads, order a tub of Astroglide, order a ball gag, and like while you're waiting for the delivery to ship and get to your house, you can practice doing leg stretches. You can get real comfortable with grabbing onto your ankles, because that's what you fucking are if you spend $700 on a piece of shit like that. That is so dumb. And so I just want to segue from that just to saying, so now that I have a Mister and have fucked around with it a little bit, the bottom line is it's okay sort of if you're going to output to a CRT, but like I was saying before, it's basically already obsolete if you're going to output to a modern display. It's already obsolete, and a modern PC is just a far better experience for that. I mean, because you have to figure too, it's limited to 60 hertz, and if you actually have some interesting programs that can run above that, and you want to do it on like an OLED monitor or TV or something, I mean, you can't even do it. You can't even do it without. Well, it's like I mean, so what's the point of that? I mean, so basically it's for CRTs only. So I guess it's fine, but I'm overall not super impressed with it, and I really think that it's overrated in terms of what people have been saying about it versus software emulation. See, I think what's really going on is the average the average person is pretty ignorant when it comes to computers. They don't really know how to use them. They don't really know how to set anything up, and so they have some bad experience using an emulator on the PC, and so they just shit on the whole thing, and so they just act like this thing is more turnkey. But overall, you can have like such a vastly superior experience with a PC. It's just not. I mean, I'm just talking about like the whole experience. with a good front end. This the whole user interface, everything. It can just be so much better on the computer. Like it's not even fucking close. So I mean that's my very high level 2 cents on the Mister thing. Like I might talk about it some more and get into the specifics, but basically it just is far more limited in terms of what you can do versus a computer. A computer's is better, and again with this Groovy Mister thing and with modern variable refresh displays, you can't even make the latency argument anymore. That the latency argument isn't even valid anymore. It doesn't even have that advantage anymore. But I don't want to make this too long, so I'm just going to move on to one last thing and then end this. So I saw this funny story. After laying off 500 people, Twitch boss admits the business is not profitable. And so here's what I find fucking funny about this. Look at this this from this article. In 2023, Twitch paid out over $1 billion to streamers. $1 billion. Twitch spending $1 billion on streamers is the equivalent of an average person spending $700 fucking dollars on a goddamn image scaler. And it's just insanity. It's just utter insanity. Because here's the truth about all this stuff. These streamers, they have no talent. They have no fucking skills for the most part. If these same clowns had been born 30 years prior to when they had been born, they seriously would have been working at Walmart. Walmart. There would be Walmart employees. And they're just so fucking lucky that they just struck gold and happened to live in a time where there was, a demand for shills to hawk products on the internet, for shameless, dignity-free shills who are willing to just make a complete clown out of themselves to shill products on the internet and get money for it. That's what it is. But here's the thing that I just want to say about this. Given how much collusion happens in various business sectors, I'm just really shocked that they're willing to give this much money to these would-be Walmart employees. It just shocks me because basically the line of people, like the queue of would-be shills is light years, light years in fucking length. There's no shortage of people who are willing to completely give up any sense of scruples to shill shit on the internet. So I just don't understand why you would spend so much money on them. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, there's just an endless supply of them. Anybody could do what they do. And I mean, and the thing that just makes me laugh, I mean, some of these, fucking streamers, I mean, just the arrogance, their heads are so deeply embedded in their own assholes that they actually think that they're talented. They actually think that they're talented. I mean, it's just mind-boggling, because I said, when you compare these fucking scum to like real people, like really talented people, I mean, like I would take one Isaac Newton over the combined, skills and contribution of every streamer who's ever lived. I would take, I mean, hell, I'm going to say it. Like Mame's coordinator, fucking, Quad Damage. I would take fucking Quad Damage, over, the combined, output of every fucking streamer who's ever lived. I mean, at least you could say that Mame's coordinator, emulated the Q Sound, DSP. I mean, at least you can actually make the argument that, he made, an actual legitimate contribution to humanity. These other streamers just fucking hawk shit on the internet. They're fucking nothing. They're nothing. They have no skills. They've made no contribution. And I'm just so shocked that like the streaming industry isn't just colluding, saying, you know what, let's just put a price cap on this. Let's not pay these cocksuckers too much, because it's not like there's a shortage of them. It's not like I mean really, think about it. People are so completely devoid of dignity and so shameless that they're happy just to be seen by other people. They're happy just to be on TV. They just want to be famous. They just want attention. They would fucking do this shit for free. And so actually giving these people money is this utter insanity. Yeah, it just blows me away. I mean, it's kind of like, by the same token, I'm kind of surprised that even like with professional sports and professional sports, I'm surprised that there aren't more like price caps on that shit. I mean, I'm just surprised that all of like the sports, professional sports businesses haven't just colluded and said, okay, let's just price cap how much we pay these fucking athletes, because basically it's like you just have these these fucking cavemen dummies. I mean, it's like, yeah, they might be 7 feet tall and can throw a fucking ball somewhere. But I mean, but basically, if it wasn't for sports, these same people would be pushing hand-powered vacuums at Carl's Jr. for a living. I just don't understand. Like they have no other options. If they couldn't fucking throw a football or a basketball, they'd be working at fucking Carl's Jr. So why are you paying them so much money? They don't have any other fucking options. I mean, the ball, I'm going to, forgive the pun, the ball is in the fucking court of the sports business owners. Like they are the ones who actually have the money and can decide, how much to pay, these fucking cavemen. But, whatever, I don't know, whatever. It's just fucking weird to me that, like in every other situation, these businesses just nickel and dime everything, but they're just gladly willing to give athletes and streamers billions of dollars for fucking, doing, nothing, that has any value at all. I mean, the average person really should be kind of just, incensed by all this shit. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. All these fucking, just entertainment clowns, who really, aren't, they're not important. They're really not. I mean, like, the people, in the fields picking the food and delivering the food and, driving the food around in trucks and stocking the grocery stores and putting up with people's bullshit in line when they pay for it. Like those are the people who are keeping the fucking world, running. They're the ones who are keeping this whole fucking circus on the road. It isn't, Patrick Mahomes, LeBron James or, Asmongold, I mean, it's just a fucking joke. I mean, seriously, those guys can suck my cock. They're fucking useless. They could all just disappear today and nothing would fucking change. Like I said, they're not the ones keeping this fucking dog and pony show going. And it just blows me away. I mean, man. So in any case, I'll just close and just by saying, I do think though, like with this Mr. shit, I mean, it's just. I mean, we're seeing it, man. It's just all about money. Look at this shit. Retro Twink, and then look at his next story. Oh, another fucking firmware update for a fucking shitty scaler that in any civilized world you wouldn't fucking need. What is this bullshit? See, they're all just selling shit. Not a single fucking mention of Groovy Mister from this fucking neckbeard. What a goddamn joke, man. What a fucking farce. Jesus. And okay, and I want to say. I'm just going to say one more thing, I promise. I mean, I just find it so funny because these fucking cocksuckers come to me and they're just like, "Oh yeah, maybe a PC is better, but I just can't afford it, and the Mister's only $300 or whatever." But for some reason, these people have no problem spending $300 for a Mister and then spending $8,000 on scalers and other fucking bullshit accessories. It's just insanity. And to me, I just can't help but think. I mean, as brutal and cruel as it is to fucking say this, I mean, I'm gonna fuck it. I don't care. I'm gonna say it anyway. If you're so fucking financially strapped that spending $1,000 on a computer or spending $300 on a Mister is like a life, or death situation for you, and you don't know if you're going to be able to, make it, with one or the other, you got bigger fucking problems than playing Neo Geo games. Maybe you should fucking fix your financial situation. Maybe you should take care of your fucking shit before you worry about playing Metal Slug, emulated. Because you got bigger fucking problems than this if that's a serious financial decision for you. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's just, I mean that's fucking ridiculous. All right, whatever. I've been rambling too long, but yeah. In any case, I said though, I fucking told you guys, I told you that they would fucking bury this shit, and they wouldn't talk about Groovy Mister because it's a goddamn existential threat to their fucking bullshit, peddling of useless devices.